Hello, fellow wannabe showrunners, and welcome to another Wannabe Showrunners, the show where we show you how much we want to be showrunners. I'm Scott LaFlesh, and I'm here with Ty Skinner.
How's it going, Scott?
Not bad. Do you want to move over a little bit?
I will move over a little bit.
Not so much pushed over.
Yeah, I will.
I'm feeling a little bit
Crowded. Scott's crowded outside of the camera.
all right.
Okay, we're framing up. As I always say, we're running the show live here on the Showrunners Show.
Yep.
Wow. Now I'm feeling discouraged. So, it's the Thursday Night Writers Block. The first one of Season 2.
First one.
So-
It's something new. The Thursday night ER.
The Thursday Night ER.
I know. It's emergency room. We're gonna script doctor these scripts.
Yeah,
together.
no, it's like extra writing.
Yeah, okay. It's like the 3 R's. Reading,
Exactly.
writing, and arithmetic.
Exactly. Yeah, so Thursday Night ER. Why don't you tell us about it? This was your idea. We're here live on a Thursday. What are we talking about?
Today?
Yeah.
Or just
Every
in general?
Thursday. Every Thursday.
Yeah. Just if you have something that you're working on, and you're stuck on,
Let us know.
let us know.
Let's talk about it. We're doing a call-in thing.
Obviously, don't drop a whole script on us mid episode. We won't be able to do that.
Yeah,
but-
if you're having something, if you really have an in-depth program, I'll put our put our email address here. Wannabe showrunners at gmail.com.
HMail. Everybody knows about HMail.
Exactly. It's just one worse. It's one worse. So, anyways, if you really want to get into it, give us a day or two's notice. Send us an email, and we'll take a look at it. But if you're here and you're just kind of, have an abstract situation, you don't know what to do, we're not experts, but we could talk about it. Sometimes when you run into a block, that's all you need is someone to talk it over with. We're your doctors.
We're here going live, and we got dogs going crazy out here. In case you can't hear.
Going crazy. Well,
Going
now
crazy.
if they couldn't hear,
Now they
they
know.
definitely know. Game is spoiled.
No, well, I just didn't want them to think that it was something else, like an earthquake.
See, well, that was the earthquake, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Or wolves. We have wolves.
and we have a pack of wolves. In a way, we do.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I might close that.
Yeah,
door.
close the door.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of them. Usually we don't, but they're deciding it's playtime right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on.
Sometimes
Get
they're more loud from outside than they are from inside. Okay, we're back.
All right. So yeah, what are we doing?
You told me you had a plan. I just said I was gonna come on the stream. You were like, "Oh, I have all this plan."
Oh, I have a plan for what we're doing today. But like, anything else that I need to point out? Like, yeah, just hit us up in the chat.
Pop in the chat. Sometimes we're too we're focused on what we're writing. We're not as responsive to the chat. This is our night. This is the night for the chat. Derail us. Let's do anything.
So I think it's time that we talk about one that I've had severe writer's block since day one. I think we get this on paper.
Okay. What are we gonna work on?
Is it time, or do you think it's we should hold on to this one first till later?
It's your call.
You know what
We're
I'm
here.
talking about.
I think so. I think so.
It's not mafia.
No, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. We can. Yeah, if you're feeling blocked about it, this is the whole thing. But yeah,
But what?
but I feel like you're trying to start something fresh.
No, this is something fresh to start off, but it is something I've had for years and years and years, and I've been blocked because I don't know where to go with it.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's this kind of thing. If you don't mind, we're gonna be interrupted. Hopefully. And yeah, otherwise let's spit.
But that's what this is gonna be. Like,
Okay.
Okay. So it's it's Mafa. No.
Okay,
It's-
Mamma Mia. I feel like.
No, it's Events on the Horizon.
Okay. Show title would be Events on. But you wanted this to be a show or a novel?
I want this to be a show. Is always what the end goal is.
Okay.
And it's essentially the world is ending by a black hole.
Okay.
And it's like supposed to be Revelations kind of ish of like it's we all know it's gonna end by a black hole, but it's all these catastrophic events that are happening as the main event is on the horizon.
Okay. It is an allegory for Revelations, and that it is a chronicle end times, but the world will end at the no matter what. Okay.
Now, this would be better as a book, as a novel.
Would be better as a novel.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not so bad to do.
No, we're doing all kinds of stuff here on the show.
Yeah. So, I really think that the characters, at least at first, I really wanted Pearl Jam. Like each book was supposed to have a different influence from a song that had the word black in it.
Okay.
And the first one was just straight up black.
Okay.
By Pearl Jam. So it's not that I'm looking at just that song, but that band's catalog.
So, and if this is being presented as a TV show, is it like Heroes or like Avatar: The Last Airbender, where it's like book 1 black, book 2, you know what I mean, at
Yes.
the beginning of the season? Okay.
Yes. Could be it. Exactly like that. Oh.
Oh.
Boom!
Nice.
High production value.
You gotta click back.
Oh no. High production value.
Shows random. Yeah.
Yeah, like this would work. This would really work as 6.5 seasons.
6.5 seasons.
Yeah.
This drives me crazy. Okay, let's just take some time and break this down.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for the follow. Let's take a moment to break this down about 6.5 seasons. This is like when Breaking Bad did one more season, and it was a 2-parter season. No, that's 2 seasons. You just have 7 seasons.
No, I know. But the point I'm trying to make is that it's supposed to be 13 books. I could and I would want it to be 13 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard amount to ask for.
Yeah.
But asking for 7 seasons is a little bit like it's a commitment, but it's a little less of a commitment.
Yeah.
Than 13 seasons.
It is. It does
Especially
feel like...
when it's less commitment when you don't have to have the same cast.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole entire thing. It's
That's
not like it's about the stories, not about so much the characters.
And we are, of course, turning into... This is why we're streaming here with these ideas. Because between Chalcos, which is like the highest budget show that anyone's ever pitched, and this, where we're like, okay, but you're going to sign on for at least 7 seasons, not 6.5, which is a crazy number. Yeah, you're going to sign up for at least 7 seasons. You know...
It's all about having that amount.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to tell... really what you're trying to say is unique about your drama is that it does need to be told in its complete to reach the full part of the story, unlike most other TV dramas.
Or just give us 1 season, 13 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
13 has got to be an established thing.
Right. Okay.
But I feel like I'd rather do book 1 and then do book 1 and it's the first half of a season. Book 2 is the second half of a season.
Right.
and just keep doing like that. Like I feel like Heroes did it like that.
I think so.
That's what made me go, oh.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. So what is your block on it?
What do you mean, what is my block on it?
Oh, I don't know. I just felt like that was...
Well, this is where I'm blocked. Like, I know that I want to have a... Like, where I first see this is, like, a boy and his mom are in Las Vegas at a tech fair. And the boy's about, like, 9 or 10. Maybe a little bit preteen, yeah. And he's created like kind of a computer that's like really that was made to play like a video game against him.
Okay.
And on the day of the tech convention, it of course doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And he's all like, what's going on? And then it resets itself, and it just he later finds out that it's just been resetting itself, and he's wondering what's going on. And it's actually been like uploading, loading, and like upgrading itself each update. And it becomes like more of a super AI, and it's named Jeremy. That's the big thing.
Okay.
It's because it has to speak.
Got it.
And that's when it speaks, Jeremy Spoke has to play it.
Okay.
That's key.
Right, and this is the guy who will not let me write a jukebox musical. Who will not. Every time I try and say a jukebox musical, I get shut down.
That's key.
We have a season-long rock opera patterned after
Pearl Jam.
Yeah. I'm not bitter. Okay.
No, because wait till you know what the next season is.
Which is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what the second season is. Second season, yeah, because it's got to be Black something. Black Canyon or something like that. Black Parade, yeah, Black Parade would be good. And then you go all My Chemical... Oh, no, because, yeah, that would actually be really good, because My Chemical Romance, it's like kind of... Like, they're kind of like an Armageddon-y type... They got that kind of vibe to them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some Santana, Black Magic Woman.
I'm liking this. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, there's Black Magic Woman. There's like... It just has to have black until you get to the point where the black hole is really revealed. And then that's when you start finding titles that have the black hole something.
Right. Okay. So, the mom.
Like Black Holes and Revelations and...
Mm-hmm.
Black Hole Sun.
Black Hole Sun.
And then you end with just black again.
Right.
But instead it's the black book.
Right. But what's
It's
the...
just solid black.
Yeah, but what's the... Like, what's the what's the connection between the black hole to this? Right? Are we telling we're not starting with just the boy.
The human
We're
started
telling
the
a
black
bunch
hole
of
is the thing.
We're telling a bunch of stories, right?
Yes. Yes. It's not just... But it's at this tech convention. This boy has to be the key that it's his AI that helped create... What is...
Oh, I was just trying to hit the lights underneath there.
Better?
Yeah.
It's gotta be his AI that helps, or that's our entry, because of that AI, it's our entry point to him going to Area 51, because that's where it has to be, is that it's from here he gets to Area 51. From Area 51, we discover what's going on at Area 51, and that unlocks all the other like stuff from there.
So what gets unlocked?
So at the end of the first season, it has to end with what's it called? Yellowstone. It has to end with the guys are going off at Yellowstone, but that's a super volcano.
Right.
Like the super volcano goes off there, and that causes the San Andreas earthquake to happen at the same time.
Okay, but how does Area 51 unlock that?
No. That's the thing, is the event can't be connected to, like, it's, the whole point is that these events are happening no matter what without human intervention. That's kind of...
But all at the same time?
No, so the idea that I had with that is that the volcano would go off, or one or the other would go off. I'm pretty sure it would be the earthquake, and that ripple would be so strong, the shock from that would be so strong that it would cause the volcano to explode.
Right.
Or vice versa, the explosion, and that would cause the earthquake to go.
But you understand what it just feels like unconnected, right? I understand why, but like you know what I mean? Like you have
What feels unconnected?
The natural events feel unconnected to your...
They're not. That's the whole thing. They're not supposed to be. It's supposed to be that they're unconnected to the events.
Okay. How do you sell that in a plot story, though?
That's where the issue. That's where my writer's block is. That's where the main writer's block is. But that's what the main point about this has to be: is that no matter what they're doing, they're fucked.
Okay.
It's constant. It's a constant battle, going until they hit the black hole.
Right. What's the theme then? Just fatalism, like nothing matters?
Struggle and strength and like perseverance of humanity.
But even that doesn't matter.
No, because there's gonna be some that get away. Humanity doesn't die. Okay. We gotta have, like, I have some type of thing where, like, because there's gonna be aliens in this. There's gotta be like a whole bunch of, like, this has everything in it. That's the whole thing. Is it's gotta be a mash of it. It's gotta have superheroes in it. It's gotta have, like, everything. This is essentially an ADHD's dream or nightmare.
Okay.
That's like it's supposed to start off like it's supposed to start off like first episode kind of seeming like it's slow. And then from there, it's just boom, 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 like punch, 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 and it's like relentless.
Okay.
That's the whole because there was another TV show called The Event.
Okay.
And I remember that being one of the big things that they said about it was that it was very uneventful.
Got it.
And like, if you're gonna call yourself Events on the Horizon, you better be eventful.
Okay, let's build a bunch of characters and see, and just this is gonna be structured like Heroes, where we're just introducing a bunch of people, and then we're just following them through it, and some of them will slowly die, and new ones we'll just all of a sudden be following them. Is that how we're gonna do it?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
Yeah, it's to tell the story of it's to tell the story of the world in these days, but not necessarily from the most powerful people. Like
right. Okay, and I also really want to layer these characters.
Yeah. Oh, the characters are...
But, like, to me, the biggest thing of these characters is they have really deep...
The characters themselves have to be really, 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 really defined.
Yeah, and like odd, like stuff about them doesn't play into their whole thing. It's just like a quirks and that kind of stuff. That's the whole deal. It has to be that them living their lives was the point. That it didn't matter. Them doing the stuff was the point.
Yeah. It's like Crash.
Yeah, I haven't seen Crash in a long time. Okay.
But, it's like that, but it's also, like, we're not gonna be carrying those characters over from season to season to season to season. Like, yeah, some will.
Some, yeah.
But
we're
it's
gonna be
just,
quick with our characters. We're not gonna be even like heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so the boys has a brother who was in the military. In Afghanistan. He was named Jeremy, and they used to play games together. After his brother his mom
it's just like I want her to she's kind of to be your like stereotypical mom of who's going through like kind of like your soccer mom type thing, but for tech.
She's like Grandpa Joe.
Like she's his number one fan.
For the ride, but also a bit mistrusting the people they meet along the way.
Yeah, but again, number one fan.
Yeah.
I think that has to be. I think Eddie's his name.
Eddie Haskell.
For Eddie Vedder.
Okay. Now we want like a parks department employee. It's not clear why he's important right away.
Okay, let's look at because oh. You want a what? A parks department?
Employee?
Oh, like so that like Men in Black type thing.
No, like a geologist guy. Like he's like a code for an environmentalist who's gonna start ringing the alarm bells and be like, "It's gonna blow up," and no one's gonna listen.
Oh, okay.
Don't you think that would like if this is a story about like struggle for the sake of like struggle being worth it for the sake of struggle? Don't you think we maybe have someone who's trying to ring the alarm bells right away? Not right away, but like put him near that thing. Then he kind of gives a warning right away that that's a thing.
It would be with the Large Hadron Collider.
No, about Yellowstone, I think.
No, but like the main thing is something that they built. It has to be that no matter what, the main thing that they built was what kills them.
Yeah.
Which is the black hole. They have to have created the black hole.
Okay. I'm having a hard time. Like, I understand the black hole's coming, but I'm having a hard. I thought you wanted to leave that for way later.
Yeah, no, but I feel like if you're trying to do a premonition type thing with this,
Not a premonition. You want to say nature is like there's an unavoidable nature element there there's like a climate change thing. Why not have like an environmental, like one of these people who's right now trying to call the government and be like, hey, listen, there's a big natural event going to occur. Oh, whatever, these geysers are going in a way I've never seen them before. I'm like, we fill him up with like some personal events going on. He reflects on that kind of stuff, but also, oh, there's something up with the geysers, and then that's like we've got to he's like our man on the ground for Yellowstone.
Oh well.
Not if you don't like it, but
well, I can't remember where it is, but it's in like somewhere in Nevada. I think it's in Las Vegas. There's like that's the thing. Why the Yellowstone also clicks in is in that area is where they measure for Yellowstone.
oh, okay.
Like they're measuring the activity for that. So that's also got to be a link to that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Oh, let's not even have him.
I think he's part of this tech convention.
Oh.
That's why like I liked the tech convention was that you can introduce a whole bunch of different people in that and go from there.
Okay.
Because they're all bringing it like the tech can be just of any type of thing.
Right.
He could be there for the future of tech. Like,
did you feel like that's too easy though? Like in your whole thing of like, oh, there's a lot of different aspects. We're gonna be like, oh, everyone has their own little booth
we don't.
at the tech fair?
No. I don't want our characters to come from this. No, it's again. Remember, as I said, I like that whole thing from like Mad Max or Star Wars, where you go into a place and there's a lot of people, like a lot of different things that you're kind of wanting to know more of. They give you a little taste of it, but they don't give you everything. They just give you enough to allow your world, like yourself, to come up. That's what this tech show can be.
Okay.
Is it can be like all these type of things, and that's really what I like about it is that it's not we're gonna ride with any of these characters. It's like that we can have the environmentalists in there. We can have this. We can just give people the taste of what these like kookier creative gadgets that they're creating are, and just go from there. And it explains why there would be because we're not gonna follow this guy who's studying seismic technology when we follow that. I feel like we're gonna I don't really want to follow as many of the scientist-y type things.
That's why I said a Parks employee.
That's still scientist-y, I feel.
Okay. You were the one who put him at the tech convention, right? I was just saying as someone who
no, but I feel like the person who I feel like we follow a Parks person, but I don't feel like that's the person who's giving the warning in our. I feel like you have to hit them right at the beginning with the warning, and I feel like the audience.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would come in the tech convention.
Okay.
That'd be where the best place to put that is
okay.
One of the techs is about how to stop volcano, how to detect a volcano, or how to and it just keeps going off and he thinks that it's broken or something like that.
Okay.
It can detect a volcano within 3 days or something like that, and it just keeps going off.
Sounds good. So, but I still, except for a little boy, I don't have any characters or any idea what this looks like. I'm having a hard time.
So, the first scene, I had a meteorite crashing into Earth.
Okay.
But, small, big enough that it makes big enough it makes damage. Small enough that it's small enough that it's not destroying the Earth, I think.
Right.
or doing any real damage to the earth type.
Okay.
Like enough that I picture enough that it damages a car. It would damage a vehicle because
Okay.
it would hit a vehicle is what I'm playing.
Okay.
Like maybe about that big. Because it comes in. No, because I picture this being a thing. Is it comes in and hits the driver right in the chest.
Okay.
Goes through the window while he's driving and hits him right through the chest.
Okay.
And that's the first scene while he's with like I feel like it's a truck driver driving like a truck or like driving some chemicals or something like that, and he gets it, and that's our first scene is that, and then we jump it's the next morning and it's the cops there, so we have to have a police officer as one of our
Okay.
and then this prostitute.
Sex worker.
The sex worker, sorry.
Okay.
The cop, like, I want to kind of make kind of references to, like, CSI, like, because that was Las Vegas.
Right.
So just like
So CSI, I think that was
the original
I
CSI
see.
was Las Vegas.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. See, like you see where I'm having writer's block.
Yeah, because you're not thinking of this beyond the few like scenes you have exactly pitched out. You're not thinking of how to actually pull a story here.
I know.
You're just like, oh, and then
That's why
like,
there's writer's block here. There's no actual story.
yeah. You gotta like
No, because the
design
stories,
these.
because
No,
it's a bunch of short stories. That's
'Cause
really what it is.
people are
that have
gonna-
to kind of come together and intertwine between this. Because I know the whole point is that it's supposed to be that they come together to find this writer.
yeah, don't
Yeah.
go that deep. Let's try and stick for season 1. People are gonna watch this because they care about the characters going through this,
Right.
and because it's action oriented, right?
But it has to feel like God is playing with them.
Absolutely, it has to feel like they're up against like some unforgettable odds, right? So we have to build strong, complex characters.
Right.
We have to put them in interesting positions where they're going to be in different locations, affected by these events in different ways, so that we get different eyes on it and we can see it from different perspectives, right? If you want to have all 5 people like in a hangar somewhere watching it, that's going to be so boring.
Oh yeah, no. No, it's gotta be that there are different points of the earth when it all happens.
Exactly. As they scatter, I do like the idea they're all in Vegas to start with. I don't like the idea.
No, but they're all in
this.
Vegas together. They're not in Vegas together.
No.
That's the big thing.
And they're not all in Vegas at the tech convention.
No. No,
That's what. Yeah.
that's why our main characters have to be like the police officer and the sex worker are one character together. Like they're 2 different characters, but their story is intertwined. Really,
You can even branch them off. They just have that
Yeah.
one inciting incident.
but it's like it's like I definitely want to go down that path of he's protective.
okay.
And we find out because the main reason why we find out, like what we find out later, is that it's his daughter. She doesn't know, but he knew all along that it's his daughter, and he's just been protecting her, but like didn't want to.
So he was. That's why he was quick on the scene and everything.
Yeah.
Too. He's really like he's over.
Yeah.
He's a little bit creepy. Actually.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it to be. Yeah, I guess I do want it to be a little creepy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's not a good guy.
He hasn't
He's not a good
introduced
guy.
himself to her.
No.
He has he's clearly has a LoJack or something on her, or
Yeah.
like something. Like,
Something.
Yeah.
He's overprotective.
Right.
Yeah.
Is he actually a detective, still, or is he a PI? No, he's got to be a detective because we got to introduce him in that way. He can't be in a ghost car. That's too.
Yeah, no, it's
too
got to be a
far.
detective.
Okay. He is like an alcoholic. Hard bitten noir type.
Like, he's like your ex-football player, like, though. Like, he's like your not like ex-All-American.
Okay. Is barrel chested a former All-American football player.
Because the reason, like, I want to show that, like, it's really about how he got, like, he had everything, but he just could never grow up. In regards to the... No, I don't know. That's not it.
What?
I feel like the former All-American just makes him, like, seem like he's a tougher guy type thing. But also was charming, at least at one point.
Okay. I don't want to get.
That's what it is.
That's what I was. I don't want to get into actually. But
real
All-American
is.
just means they played on a team. And
I know.
like, oh,
but it's
this
just
blonde.
I want to go with the story. I want to go with that, like.
Yeah.
With the I'm not saying that he actually is charming. I'm just trying to go with what that All-American idea usually goes with.
Okay.
Because I just think of, I don't know if he actually was, but like Ron Howard's character in Happy Days.
Oh, okay.
Richard Cunningham.
Yeah.
That's who I always, when I think of an All-American in that, that's who I always go to. I don't know if that's it, but...
It's not who I don't know Happy Days, so I can't really...
It's Ron Howard, so it's clearly not.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I thought. Okay. So, what's the sex worker story?
Okay. So... She has to be that she's coming back to town. And that was what it was, is that she was in, like, tried to get a stardom in LA, and it failed, and now she's back in town trying to sex work again.
Trying to sex work again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good English. Whatever.
She's...
Because that's where this is I wanted the beginning of this to be her coming back to town.
Okay. She's with a John?
She's with the John, yeah, who just happened to be like somebody who no, she's not with the John. No, she's with somebody who gave her a ride.
Why don't we make her a porn actress then?
Okay.
And then like that's the thing is like
I don't care
she tried because the adult video awards are also in Vegas, like that kind of thing of like
she doesn't be a sex worker. Like that's still sex worker.
Exactly. That's what
I'm cool with that.
In a director offered her a start in porn. She's coming back to Vegas to start in the industry. And so she wanted to be an actress. She's feeling defeated now, right? She's kind of bitter. What's her and it's like, is she just like just my luck, or is she's just like fully traumatized, or is she?
No, she's giving like too good of performances. But they're like, no. We don't want that kind of performance.
That's not anything about her as a character. That's just about her job. Like,
Yeah.
what's her reaction to seeing the director, like, killed by a meteorite next to her? And
That's why is it the director? Oh, we're gonna have the director.
It doesn't have to be the director, but whoever it is that's this is a crazy thing to have happened to her.
That's why I didn't want her to be legitimate. That's why I kind of wanted her to be, like, I wanted her to be on the lam, that she's worried that it's going to come down onto her that she killed this guy.
But, come on.
She doesn't know what it is. She just knows that
it's a meteor.
He's dead all of a
sudden.
sudden.
It's a huge fucking hole through him.
But he crashed. They crashed.
Yeah,
she ran away from the crash.
Okay.
She ran away from the crash. That's the thing. He died in the crash. She didn't. She ran away from the crash.
Right. But you don't think, like, I just find it very hard to see.
She has to be somebody that has to be somewhat on the land.
She's got to be drugged out. She's got to be so high for not to see a meteorite come through the windshield.
You wouldn't necessarily remember that.
What?
Your last couple seconds if you took a big hit to the head?
Maybe, but she could only look over and see that he has a huge fucking hole.
No, because he crashed.
Yeah, but he crashed. Like, where did the meteorite go? It went into the car?
It could have just been small and hit him right in the chest.
There's no way. There's no way. He'd be on fire anyways.
That's it. He's on fire. That's why you can't tell where the meteor is. He's all caught on flames.
So she's drugged out.
Yeah. Okay. He was too.
Right. Okay.
It is a John. It has to be a John. She's just back in town. The dad doesn't realize until this incident has to be where he, like, there's something that is left at the scene, like her cell phone or something like that.
So he just happens to be responding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or somebody on the force that he knows calls him up and tells him, "Hey, your daughter's back in town."
Okay.
But no, I like it. I like it better that he's responding. He just happened to be, because it is still a happenstance of events. That thing. This is still, because the whole point is, again, going back to where we don't want to.
No, but we set up like a Frasier thing.
This is still a divine plan type thing.
We set up like a Frasier thing where the audience thinks that she robbed a bank or something. Like
yeah.
She they're not now, but in the past. Like he's her old nemesis. Your friend is back in town. You know what I mean? Like that kind of. That's how you play it, and it's like.
I think she's there. I think he's there. I think it's him that, and we don't get the question. We just see that he's interested. There's something that's piqued his interest.
Okay. Well, so we still don't know anything about this daughter. I feel like I have no idea what she is. She's a prostitute. She's there with a John. What's she like? What does she want to? She wanted to be an actress. She's failed. What is her deal now? What is her? Like, again.
I don't think she's failed. I think. Oh no! Yeah, no, we're not doing the porn anymore.
Or if we are, that's fine. So she's optimistic about it.
I think she tried porn and it failed.
Right.
And now she's coming back to
so she went to LA to be a porn actress.
Yeah.
And didn't get it. Okay.
Maybe she went to go get a start on legitimate movies.
Doesn't have to be. I just don't want her to be really a one-note character, which she really is right now. Right now, like, she's just like another LA prostitute. Not that this is like sex worker, but like, yeah. Or let's start doing another character.
Yeah, let's do another character.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I wanted to have somebody from a different country now.
Okay. So a tourist.
No.
Okay.
Like, I guess, yeah, tourist and like,
Like,
tourist in
just
Las
someone-
Vegas.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
somebody.
someone-
Because somebody who's gambling or something like that has like somebody as a gambler.
Okay. Okay, and what's their whole deal? We're gonna send them back home quickly.
Yes.
Okay, what's their thing in the first episode? Why are we following them? What event happens to them in the first episode?
It has to be something that happens to all of them. Right?
No, it doesn't have to be. Like Heroes did that where it was like
Yeah.
an eclipse, but it definitely doesn't have to be. They could all kind of cross paths. He could talk to the cop at one point. He or she.
No, I like that they all have an event that happens to them. And that's
Okay.
why we're following them.
Okay.
And I think it's that each one comes across something that's a black hole at some point in their story.
Okay.
So, like, for the tourists, we follow.
No, okay,
No.
so it's Jim Rash, the exact plot of 21. It's like a guy from Cambridge, so it's a British guy, who's there to count cards or something like that. And then he could get kicked out by the casino, he kind of get roughed up, he got whatever. No, maybe not that, but like
No.
something along that maybe.
Okay, let's skip the next character.
Okay.
Which would be the general.
Okay.
He's got to be like everything opposite to what you would expect him, the general, to be type thing.
Okay.
Like it has to be like somebody who's very like, because his main interaction, the main person who he interacts with that we see, has got to be the Eddie. The main interaction that we're seeing out of the general would be Eddie.
Okay.
Through Eddie's eyes.
Now,
And
typically,
Eddie has to see him as like a father figure. Is
Like-
how I picture it.
typically you wouldn't put like an authority figure in that. At least to me. Typically, if you're going to put a general, we would mainly see his home life and just like a little bit of his work life.
But it has to be evil. Like this still has to be evil on the general's part. We just have to play it in the first little bit. We have to do the typical blind thing on there. But it's because it's so typical that it would work.
Typical blind thing?
Like we're not like whatever. Like pull the rug under the like
Okay.
just that like it's the general. He's like he has to be all like sweet and like just like very father figure, but really what he's doing is like he's still like a 5-star general. He's still doing all of the manipulation type stuff to have him under his control.
Okay.
And like it is like what I'm really trying to show is like the Star Wars Empire Palpatine with Darth Vader type thing. Yeah, he's grooming him to be a general.
That's not how the military
No, but
works.
like he's grooming him to be like in the like,
yeah, a military asset.
Yeah,
It's not
You're
like...
you're right. No, but like he's grooming him to be like thinking in that kind of way.
Right. Okay. Let's do a comic relief character.
It'd be 2.
Doesn't have to be, but it could be.
I like the duo. I
Like
it.
hero and end up.
Just Jay and Silent Bob duos really work really well.
Okay. Now these
Gotta
two
be
are
an old couple.
an older couple. Okay.
Yeah, it's an older couple.
They're
tourists.
also no. I think they're also at the tech fair.
Well,
I think they're like the Dragon's Den people. Like, oh, they get a kooky. Like, we all know the power of magnetic bracelets, and
that's the thing. They come in. We bring them in as if they're tourists, and it turns out they're like the judges.
Okay.
We didn't want to really have tech and other people at the.
But that's. I thought they could be like a.
Like they're not judges, but they're like the. Like they got like tickets to come in and give like review, like fill out a questionnaire and all that type of stuff. That's their thing, and they're part of the tourism type thing. Because I just think it'd be funny watching this older couple like test out all these like new tech things.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I was.
If you want them a comic relief, they can go
like,
from story. The whole point should be that they kind of go from story to story.
Yeah, in my mind, I thought they would be like. What?
I don't know. Go ahead.
The people who make. Like, they're not in the tech fair, but they're basically hustler. They're like the buskers outside. They're like, oh, try this. You know what I mean? It's like a real miracle. Whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like they live in a camper. And they go around and they sell like their homemade stuff. Like they're like hustlers in that way. But
what if they're locals?
Okay.
What if they're like what if they're like snowbirds type thing?
Okay.
They come up from like New York or something, like they're from New York City and they're from New York City and they like come to Las Vegas during the summer or during the winter. To get away from the colds.
Got it. Okay.
And all that. And there they are during this time. So they act like they're like it's their place, but really they're as much
right.
But they know all the stuff. No,
yeah.
I don't know.
That's fine. It's like an NPR couple.
No, that's they just have that New York attitude.
Like, but they're like not so like they're like the crunchy granola in New York. They're like the not like hipsters, but more like
no. I want like kind of like oh hello, New York.
Okay.
You know, like
yeah.
Like isn't Grace and Frankie in New York?
Yeah, that's kind of what I picture. Like it's like. But not like the Grace part, just like the Frankie part.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm seeing exactly. Like, it's like kind of an old Jewish couple. It's kind of like yeah.
Alright.
Okay. So, it's like Saul and Miriam. An old couple from you want to see. They live in and as Miriam used to be an editor for Wired, they get press passes to the tech show. Do they have kids?
No.
Okay.
Do you want them to have kids? I don't think so.
Not necessarily. I just really want these to be again. I feel like
characters. I think that's the whole thing. I think they're like. I think that's kind of their whole entire thing is that they like. They clicked on that. They like they like to laugh at other people for that. Like they're people who
yeah.
They definitely like to go around laughing at other people.
Yeah, but to me, you know what I mean, like to.
But not evilly, like they just like to make jokes at other people's expenses. I think.
Okay.
I think, like.
Okay.
They love Schadenfreude, I guess.
That doesn't fit though, does it? What? Who is that? Like. I guess if someone trips, they.
I'm really thinking of the older couple from Stan and Waldorf.
Sandler and Waldorf.
Sandler and Waldorf.
No, I don't think this is good at all. I feel like you're really trying to make cartoons here.
I am.
Which is the opposite of what you can do in this kind of story. Because no one's going to care.
That's true. But you said, let's make them the comic relief.
Yeah, comic relief in like a...
comic. I'm getting a little bit too crazy.
What?
I am getting a little bit too crazy, but we're at the end of the stream anyway.
This is the end of the stream. But that's, I think this is really cool, and I think how you pitch it, of just like hit, is the way that... is like what's going to keep people tuning in. But that, to me, this is my advice to you in the end of this writer's block is, and this is something we're definitely going to keep coming back to, the script is going to, is if people are going to care about this where their actions aren't going to prevent what's going to happen, then they've got to be just such layered good characters. They really have to be characters that we care about. And you don't have to be a good guy to care about, but you have to be like a deep. Honestly, we just finished The Circle, the new season in Circle on Netflix, and one of the characters was a catfish. We thought he was gonna win. That's what he kept on saying. He's like, when people play the catfish, they play the one layer, and it is like people are like, oh, like, a mixture of like different like pros and cons and things that don't make sense together, and like obviously like if you're not letting your dog kiss you, that doesn't make sense. No one's gonna believe that character. But we want to make these like really deep. Like I don't think we can spend long enough, I don't think we can spend too long on each of these characters to really get a feel for them. Because I think that's what's gonna sell this project.
But again, it's not about the characters. It's about their stories.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's like you said earlier, the character, you want to have the layered characters, but it's about what they're doing that is gonna be the key thing.
Because what they're doing doesn't actually matter, as you said.
Yeah, I know, but it's why it's that telling that story is they're interested. It's not what they're doing, it's how they're doing it.
Right. And who they are is going to define how they do it. Right? That's the thing. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Thanks for tuning into the Thursday Night Writer's Block.
If you have a pitch that you'd like us to work on, or work out on, I don't know what the wording is. I'm really tired, apparently.
Do you want to write this?
I will write it after and put it up like I did yesterday.
It's because no one can see because the text is over top of it.
But see, watch. Look back to that. Boom.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in to Thursday Night ER. And tune in on Saturday. We're going to have a bit of fun and go back to the Mad Hat. From all of us here at We Want to Be Showrunners, don't stop writing.